I'd stand in the trading tunnel in EverQuest for hours flipping items, buying low one side and selling high the other. You'd spot other people doing exactly the same thing and end up with an intense rivalry, always trying to type immediately after them so it pushed their chat up off the screen first.
Whoever had a rival in an MMORPG? And this only happens when a community can form and remain consistent. Because one of the things that don't get me wrong, I very much admire the fact that EverQuest has its mega server. I admire the fact that RuneScape lets you change homeworlds whenever you want to, so it's easier to group up with people. But that freedom does also come with a price. It comes with the price of removing a consistent community. When you play an MMO and you see 5 people in a group or 10 people in a group, if you know that group can be formed of any combination of 5 from the entire game, you don't really feel a connection to any of those 5. I mean, how many of you have used Group Finder to run a dungeon or run a raid in any game, and then at the end of it, everyone's left, you didn't even remember people's names, you just mechanically went through a moment together, and then it's ephemeral. You'll never see them again, you'll never talk to them again. You might see them once or twice, but there's no connection there, there's no moment. It does take away that sense of community. And when people say to me that MMOs used to be about community, about playing together as a group, it was because you would see the same people repeatedly. I remember when I was young, when I was a teenager, I was playing RuneScape back when in like 2006 or something, and I was standing in the Clan Wars arena at RuneScape, and I just thought it'd be really cool to have an in-game rival. So I just typed in chat, looking for rival, and this guy called RuneXpel just replied saying, shut up. And I thought, perfect. I added him to my friends list, and for the next couple of years, we were rivals. I don't think he appreciated it. I loved it, all right? Every time his clan was at Clan Wars, I would bring mine, we would fight. We would lose. We weren't as big. You know, we weren't as geared. But, oh man, if someone said to me, hey Josh, RuneXpel's at the Willows, I'm like, guys, willow trees now, we're taking them. Didn't even need willow logs. He may have seen it as harassment. I saw it as guild rivalry. I thought it was quite funny. That would not happen now, probably because he'd report me and I'd get banned. But it was fun to have. It was a silly memory. He messaged me a couple of years ago and be like, are you still playing? I'm like, yeah. He's like, shut up. Fantastic. He's kept that rivalry going for years. I appreciate that. But yeah, when you take away, or should I say, not when you take away, but when you add in the ability to mix the communities as, you know, endlessly as you want to, you do remove that structure that builds up around having specific communities.